Good morning. Coming up here on GMA, we are live from Las Vegas with the latest on the story that we are all following, that deadly shooting on a college campus that left at least 3 people killed. And what parents need to know about a new lawsuit that Facebook and Instagram are facing. We're also serving up kindness this morning, shining a light on organizations and volunteers that are working overtime this holiday season to help millions of Americans in need put food on the table. We hope you'll stick with us on GMA.
Well, from now through December 12th, you could donate a pair of new shoes or socks to the Share the Shoes campaign. It's through the organization Zapatos. You can drop off those donations at any of the 7 SAPD substations. We have all this information on ksat.com. Well, ahead in the next hour of GMSA, it's now been 13 years since Pauline Diaz vanished without a trace here in San Antonio. Why her family isn't giving up on their search for answers. Plus, your power bill could be going up after a city council vote here in San Antonio later today. We'll tell you how much it could cost you. And up next, our Spurs continue to lose, this time up in Minnesota. We'll tell you when they could break their own franchise record this month for the longest losing streak. Checking TransGuide as we go to break. A live look at 1604 in Valley Meadow, 90 at Meadow Creek, and 90 at State Highway 211.
Good morning. Let's look out there with live cam. We're starting in the 50s. Still cool outside, but not as cold as it has been. And looking forward to another beautiful day.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Hi there. Good morning. It is 6 o'clock on your Thursday, December 7th.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you had a good week so far. I am not taking this nice weather for granted at all. Very nice.
It is fantastic. I wish we could have family and friends in town now for the holidays, since the weather is just so nice.
A little bit on the warm side in the afternoons, though, because, you know, the past few days is a jacket, and then you don't need it in the afternoon. If you want to have a sweatshirt in the morning, you don't need it. Now, this morning, kind of that dampish cool, a little more humidity out there, not as cold as what we have been the past couple of days. Plenty of clouds hanging around here right now. As you can see in this picture, it actually froze a little bit over there at 10 at 410, but yeah, there are plenty of clouds. And then no fog is showing up as of right now. There's that chance for it because the humidity continues to come back into the picture. So just be on the lookout for that, especially out to the west. 53 right now. So we've continued to go up a few degrees in the past few hours, and more 50s than 40s actually on the map. And just, you know, think about this, compare this to what it was at this time even yesterday when we had some 30s and 40s on the map. Mold is on the low side. The updated count comes out about 7:30 or so this morning. So temperatures low 50s this morning, staying steady. Lots of clouds out there. There may be a peak or two of sunshine. I wouldn't count on a heck of a lot of it, though. 66 degrees today at noon. That's the normal high temperature. Then we're going to top off at 71 later on today. Humidity continues to go up today, overnight, and tomorrow, even milder tomorrow. Have some fog around the area, or the chance for it, and then getting up into the mid to some folks even upper 70s tomorrow. A lot of humidity, and that carries over into Saturday. Then the front comes through. Timing has changed a little bit. We'll talk about that, and then how cold we can get in behind that front to start off next week. Details in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority, RJ Marquez. What's going on, sir?
All right, Mike, some good news for drivers. No major incidents overnight, so we like to see that. Hopefully we keep our roadways moving pretty smooth here. Take you outside TransGuide, looking at 35 Southwest Military. Saw some emergency lights earlier, but it moved out of the way there. 37 at Houston. Traffic moving pretty good in this area as well. As we take a look at some inbound times, mentioned earlier, Castroville seeing kind of that normal sort of buildup that we're seeing for our drivers there on the far west side. Now we do have Lavernia, which is showing a little bit of a slowdown for drivers coming in. It appears to be a slowdown at Beck Road. So US 87 at Beck Road for our drivers out on the far east side, Lavernia. Just keep that in mind. One more quick look at TransGuide. Right now, 281 Loop 410, traffic moving pretty good in our area right there. And I did see something pop up on TxDOT right now about a stalled vehicle at 35 and I-10. I'll follow that, give you more updates as we continue to get them. Mark and Stephanie, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. New this morning, San Antonio police looking for whoever shot an elderly man in a West Side neighborhood. This happened around 9 last night at the intersection of El Paso and Southwest 21st Street near Our Lady of the Lake University. Police said the man was working on a bicycle in the front of a home when a vehicle pulled up. Someone inside shot him and then drove off. The man was taken to University Hospital and is expected to be okay. Right now, SAPD has provided no information on the car or the shooter.
San Antonio police and Crime Stoppers need your help to solve a double shooting that killed a man and a teenage boy. So take a look at your screen. So this is an image of the vehicle that officers believe the suspects were in. It is a gray colored sedan. They may have a couple of windows missing. And we first reported this shooting yesterday morning on GMSA just after midnight yesterday. 34-year-old Raymond Ancira and a teenage boy were killed on Potranco Road near South Ellison Drive on the west side of town. If you know anything that can help police, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen right now, 210-224-STOP.
Top of your morning headlines, new details in that deadly shooting on the campus of UNLV.
As ABC's Andrew Dimbert tells us, the suspect has been identified as a man in his 60s who applied for a job at that school.
This morning, authorities credit the responding officers with saving countless lives when a gunman opened fire at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, killing 3 people.
If it hadn't been for the heroic actions of one of those police officers who responded, there could have been countless additional lives taken.
Just before noon yesterday, the sheriff says students were gathering outside a building that houses UNLV's business school, playing games and eating food, when gunfire rang out inside the building.
We heard a bunch of shots, and the second police got there, they went in and more shots fired.
Local and campus police swarmed the scene, telling people to run, hide, fight.
We're just gonna hold up for a second.
Video shows students scrambling to get away, many fleeing buildings with their hands up, others barricading themselves in classrooms. About 40 minutes after it began, 2 university detectives killed the suspect in a shootout outside the building.
Everybody starts running in the opposite direction. I nearly got trampled, like some girl fell over herself going down the stairs.
Police identified the suspect as 67-year-old Anthony Polito. Sources say he applied to be a professor at UNLV, but was not hired. Investigators were searching an apartment in Henderson, Nevada, believed to be Polito's home. Last night, the community gathered for a prayer vigil, remembering the 3 lives lost, with an additional victim hospitalized overnight, now upgraded to stable condition. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
In other headlines this morning, the Associated Press is reporting that the U.S. military is grounding its entire fleet of Osprey aircraft. The move comes out 1 week after an Osprey crashed off the coast of Japan, killing all 8 U.S. service members on board. The AP says a preliminary investigation of the crash indicated something went wrong with the aircraft, and it was not a crew mistake. The crash is also raising new questions about the safety of the Osprey, which has seen numerous deadly accidents throughout its short time in service.
Today is Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. On December 7th, 1941, 2,400 service members and civilians died in a 2-hour air raid by Japanese forces on the U.S. naval base in Hawaii. The sneak attack shook America's confidence and pulled the country into World War II. Congress designated December 7th as National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day back in 1994. Today marks 82 years since the attack on Pearl Harbor. And the 4th Republican presidential primary debate was in Alabama, and now voters will cast their first votes in just a few weeks at the Iowa caucus in mid-January. Candidates spent some time debating issues like the border, student loans, and digital currency regulations. Former President Donald Trump was absent from the stage, having skipped all 4 debates. However, the former president has a commanding lead in polls, so these debates may be a contest for second place.
Back here at home, the Alamo Dome says they've got a big announcement today for music fans across the Alamo City. That announcement is in just a few hours at 9 a.m. So we'll keep you in the loop with what happens and who's performing today on GMSA at 9.
And before we go to break, we asked for your help and you answered. Our KSAT community partners spent the day accepting donations during a phone bank for the children's shelter, and a little over $2,000 was donated to help the kids there. There were also dozens of callers who were interested in becoming a foster family, so we want to say thank you for your help. And if you'd like more information about becoming a foster parent, or if you just want to donate, you can head over to ksatcommunity.com.
6:08, 53 degrees.
After the break, the Spurs continue to lose, but this time up in Minnesota, they could break their own record this month for longest losing streak.
And outside with live cam. Cool start to the day. 53 degrees. You're watching GMSA. welcome back. 6-12 Spurs head coach Greg Popovich shook up the team's starting lineup last night before tip-off against the NBA-leading Minnesota Timberwolves, moving Cedi Osman into the starting unit. It's the 6th different starting rotation San Antonio has tried this season. Early first quarter, Spurs forced a turnover here. Devin Vassell on the fast break and finishes with the two-handed jam. This game went back and forth until the T-Wolves finally broke away late in the third, thanks to their French big man, Rudy Gobert. Gobert had 16 points and 21 rebounds, and Minnesota hands the Spurs another loss, winning 102-94.
I think they did well. That's the best team in the West, and we gave them a good run. If you shoot 8 for 37 from 3, you're going to have a tough night, and a whole lot of things better be perfect after that. Can't make many mistakes. And, we're making mistakes, but I thought their competitiveness was great. Execution was getting better all the time. But there's still too many mistakes, not enough habits.
There? I was saying it coughed up. My mic was closed. Hey, looking at the stats, Devin Vassell had a game-high 22. Wemby finished with a double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds. San Antonio now on a 15-game losing streak. The Silver and Black now one loss away from tying the franchise record. They'll host the Bulls tomorrow night, 7:30, and could break their losing record streak Monday night against the Houston Rockets, which would be ugly.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
9-3 Dallas Cowboys and the 10-2 Philadelphia Eagles are days away from a pivotal battle for first place in the NFC East, but Dallas might be without head coach Mike McCarthy. Coaching staff led practice yesterday. McCarthy had surgery for appendicitis. McCarthy, of course, is the team's offensive play caller. When asked, defensive coordinator Dan Quinn refused to entertain the possibility of McCarthy not recovering in time for Sunday's game.
I really don't anticipate that happening, so not much to hit on there. I see this tough guy making it back, and that's something we can discuss, later on in the week if it doesn't go that way. But we're fully anticipating Mike being ready to roll.
Gosh, I don't know. It's Thursday. The game is Sunday night. Having surgery midweek? I don't know.
Tough
Quinn
guy.
and the team fully expect McCarthy to be on the sideline Sunday. It's been reported McCarthy is already at home recovering, and we wish him the very best. But back to the Spurs. I kind of agree with Pop for once, and that is that the Spurs did give the NBA's best team a little bit of a run last night.
Yeah, they look good. I was hopeful. I was excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, this is looking really good. It's just, after the third quarter, I was like, ah.
Yeah, we knew it'd be a tough win to get one. 6:15, another person that's great at analyzing our San Antonio Spurs is RJ Marquez. What was your key takeaway, RJ?
Well, it's one of those things, again, they finally played defense. A lot of people were asking them to play better defense. Offense didn't show up yesterday, and then they sat Jeremy Sohan, so he came off the bench. I know a lot of people were very interested in that, but unfortunately for the Spurs, still looking for that streak breaker. I cannot believe, guys, they have not won a game in more than a month. I think it was November 2nd, if I'm not mistaken, was the last time. That's unbelievable. 3-17. I had them in the over, so I think I'm going to lose on that. All right, guys, taking a look outside TransGuide traffic cameras. So we do have a stalled vehicle right here being reported, US 90. This is the eastbound lanes at I-35. So you see it does not have any flashing lights on right now. So I've been looking at this camera for a while. You can see traffic is getting along in this area, but again, just one of those things where, as the sun starts to come up, it's sometimes tough to see these vehicles, especially when they're right there on the shoulder. And again, not causing any major delays in terms of our traffic in that area. Again, 90 eastbound at Nogalitos. So again, right there, that intersection between 90 and 35. So something to keep in mind for our drivers who are coming in or driving around that south of downtown area. The rest of the city, things looking pretty good. We mentioned some of that road work that was taking place on the far east side there, just the south of I-10, 1604. But again, not causing any major issues right now at the moment. As we take one more look here at our rotating camera, 281 Tacoma, traffic moving pretty good in this area as well as we continue to make our way through our Thursday morning. 37 Southeast Military traffic moving pretty smooth there as well, guys.
Thank you, RJ.
Very good. Another day for a jacket for the kiddos.
Yeah, jacket in the morning. It's not as cold, but it's almost that sort of dampish cool, because of the extra humidity around here, because all the moisture in the atmosphere tends to draw the heat away from your body. It actually conducts it away from your body. That's why you feel kind of cooler on a day like this. And speaking of moisture, humidity is definitely going to be sticking around throughout the rest of the day and actually getting higher. So going to go for 52. I mean, we've been going up a few degrees here and there, basically staying steady. A patch or two of fog this morning. We haven't seen anything up to this point as of yet, but just be on the lookout, just because all that humidity continues to get pumped on in here. 71 for a high temperature, 5 above normal again. You like the above normal or not?
I like the combination. Something for everybody. We have a jacket in the morning, afternoon wear shorts. I mean, yeah, it's okay for right now.
Me, it's like, keep it cold.
I know. You want Christmas weather.
Christmas weather, and that's coming later on in the weekend. All right, take a look outside right now, and I forgot to move this picture, but I love that one anyway, of the windmill right there. And there we go. Look at the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Look at that. What did Linus say? Just needs a little bit of love. Yeah. Thank you very much for that picture. Appreciate that. Okay. Got a lot of clouds hanging around here this morning, and as I mentioned, temperatures are very, very mild, 40s and 50s all around the area. Dew points, that's how we measure moisture in the atmosphere, have gone up 15 degrees from this time yesterday up there in the hill country. And again, with all that extra humidity, that's why we're on the lookout for some fog. Cloud cover is kind of helping things out a little bit, because it keeps some of the heat in instead of letting it all radiate out into space. Humidity, dew point temperature has gone up here in town about 6 degrees. And like I said, compared to yesterday, throughout the course of the day, moisture continues to pump on in here. Humidity continues to go up throughout the rest of the day. Overnight into tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we're also going to have to watch out for some fog. And then throughout the afternoon, it's going to definitely stay on the humid side, and that's going to be the case into Saturday morning as well. Then the front moves on through here. Yesterday, we did hit a high temperature of 69 degrees, 71 today. So again, averaging 4, 5, 6 degrees above the normal high all around the area, upper 60s, low 70s throughout the metropolitan area. Now, we've got not as much in the way of really cold air around the country. Just a few readings are at or below freezing down here in the southeast as well. But that's because we've got this sort of ridge building in the jet stream. That's kind of the dividing line between the cold air up there in Canada, up to the north, and the warmer air down here. So this stays in place through today, through tomorrow. Then we get this next chunk of it, which is going to be moving on down here. That's the front that's going to move through Saturday. It has kind of moved back or been delayed a little bit. Instead of early in the day Saturday, it's going to be early afternoon on Saturday. It's still going to give us some windy conditions, still maybe touch off a couple of sprinkles as it moves on through here. But with that little delay, that's going to allow us to warm up slightly more on Saturday. So we'll be in the low 70s, but the humidity is going to drop off. Then we're going to temperatures are going to be dropping off very quickly overnight Sunday or Saturday night into Sunday. Also notice how as we go into the first part of the week, how that colder air is going to be covering most all of the country. And then we've got another low developing out there to the southwest of us, and still kind of iffy on what that's going to do. But as of right now, it does look like that will help out with some showers by the mid to latter portion of next week. And as you can see, once that front moves through here on Saturday, we are going to be staying on the normal to cooler side. 76 tomorrow, very humid. Front early afternoon, noon, early afternoon Saturday. Windy throughout the afternoon Saturday. Temperatures will drop once the sun goes down. That's at 60 Sunday and Monday, and close to freezing here in town by Monday morning.
What a change.
Mm-hmm.
More like
Christmas
December.
Weather. Yes.
Thank you, Mike.
621, 53 degrees.
And just ahead, Netflix has aired the final episode of the Squid Game Challenge, revealing the winner of the $4.5 million prize. That's next in your GMA First Look.
When you have chronic kidney disease, there are places you'd like to be. Like here. And here. Not so much here. Farxiga reduces the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. A rare, life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis.
When you have chronic kidney disease, it's time to ask your doctor for Farxiga, because there are places you want to be.
If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Farxiga. 2 officers hurt by suspected drunk drivers are doing okay today. Getting caught drunk driving could cost you upwards of $17,000, and that's not all.
Attorney fees are more expensive. Your insurance is more expensive, especially if you end up on probation. Your fees for that will cost you more.
Watch the full story on KSAT.com and KSAT's YouTube page.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the Netflix phenomenon Squid Game The Challenge, doling out an eye-popping $4.56 million prize overnight during its finale. The show started with 456 contestants and a huge piggy bank visible from their dorm, gaining $10,000 for every person eliminated. And it all takes place on sets designed to look identical to the hit show it's based on. But will the show's popularity signal a new era in reality TV?
It is life-changing money for some people that gives them an opportunity to change their family's life. When you up any kind of prize fund, more people are more attracted to joining a show like that.
And coming up at 7 a.m., the first interview with the winner just revealed, along with the final 3 only on GMA. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.
In your morning consumer headlines, Google has launched its most powerful AI model. It's called Gemini and has 3 different sizes. Google claims the Gemini Pro, the most capable, outperformed OpenAI's latest GPT 3.5. The company plans to license Gemini to customers through the cloud.
Good news for iPhone 13 and 14 users. Your phones are about to get faster wireless charging. A new software update expected next week will reportedly offer the same wireless charging support as the iPhone 15. The software is said to be faster than the original version.
And Meta is launching end-to-end encryption for one-on-one chats and calls on Facebook Messenger. The company claims when the feature is enabled, only you and the person you are messaging can see the contents.
And time now, 6:26 and 53 degrees for now.
Let's check on the roads with TransGuide because quite a few people are about to head out the door at the bottom of the hour. There's 37 at Hackberry. RJ is driving our traffic coverage this morning. We'll talk to him on the other side of the break. Outside with live cam, looking back towards downtown on the eastern horizon, a bit of a glow as the sun is starting to work its way up.
Good morning. It is December 7th and nice and cool out there.
Thanks for starting your morning with us. Mike Osterhage joins us now here in the studio with it's really hard to see on that monitor.
Yeah, just I mean, there's that hint of that little glow. Pardon me for turning my back on you. And it is chilly out there. Not as cold as what it has been the past couple of mornings, but with the extra humidity out there, it's almost that sort of dampish cool. And yeah, there's a little bit of kind of some orange off there along the eastern horizon, but plenty of clouds this morning, so we're not going to have the spectacular sunrises like we've had the past couple of days. 53 right now. Temperatures have actually been going up. We've gained about 5-6 degrees from earlier this morning, right when I got into work about 3 o'clock. So yeah, that's the cloud cover holds the moisture in and holds the heat in. Plus we've been getting this flow coming in here still from the Gulf of Mexico. Dew point's up to 47. That's a lot higher. That's the measure moisture in the atmosphere, which means we've got a lot more moisture, and that's what's adding to that sort of dampish cool when those two numbers are really close to each other. But also that can lead to some fog. Now there's nothing showing up as of right now. I think we still need to just be on the lookout for it. Tomorrow, same situation, probably a better chance for some fog. Temperatures right now, remember the past few days, we've been in the 30s and 40s. Now it's primarily 50s out there. As a matter of fact, all these numbers have been going up over the course of the past couple of hours. Mold is on the low side. The updated count is going to come out in about an hour or so. Clouds, some patchy fog, just the hint of it or the threat of it this morning. Mostly cloudy throughout the day. Yeah, they're going to be very limited with sunshine, if at all, and more humidity. Humidity is going to continue to go up throughout the day, overnight, and tomorrow, leading to some more fog tomorrow. Very warm, mid and upper 70s tomorrow, and that's going to kind of continue into Saturday morning. So it's going to start really warm and humid. The front's going to move through. Now it looks like it's early afternoon on Saturday. Still, we will be clearing out. Humidity is going to drop down. It's going to be windy, but will also be a bit warmer with that delayed frontal passage. So looking at low 70s. Still a great looking day, and then it gets cold Saturday night, and it's going to get really cold Sunday and really cold on Monday. We'll talk about that coming up in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority, Mr. Marquez, anything going on?
All right, Mike. Yeah, starting to see things pop up in and around the San Antonio area, and we still have this stalled vehicle there at US 90. These are the eastbound lanes of 90 right there at the 35 intersection as we take a look at our TransGuide traffic camera. Again, not causing any major delays right now, but you can see it's pretty close to the main lanes there off to the right-hand side. Something to keep in mind for our drivers south of downtown. This just popped up on our maps right now. I'm trying to get a little bit more information. I'll call TransGuide here in a bit, see if we get a little bit more, but this is Rigsby Avenue, basically US 87. They're a little bit south of 10 on the east side, Pecan Valley Drive. So being reported right now by our maps as a crash. But again, I'll continue to get more information as we move along. And we've been following this this road work that's been taking place here. Eastbound lanes, Loop 1604 at Sherworth Road on the far east side. Apparently they had a very large pothole out there, and they've been trying to fix this problem over the past 24 hours. So something to keep in mind. You see a little bit of a delay out there for our drivers. Rest of the city, things looking pretty good right now. We'll continue to follow the very latest and give you updates as they become available. Mark and Stephanie, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. This morning we have learned that the San Antonio suspect connected to Tuesday's shooting spree in Austin had a misdemeanor warrant out for his arrest here in Bexar County. Bexar County investigators say family members told them that Shane James Jr. had mental health problems. He was arrested by the Bexar County Sheriff's Office back in January of 2022 for 3 misdemeanor assaults that included his parents and sibling. On March 7th, James was released from jail with relaxed conditions to his bond, which allowed him to return to his parents' home on Port Royal. The next day, investigators say that James cut off his ankle monitor. James had 3 misdemeanor warrants out for his arrest, and deputies made contact with him in August when they answered a mental health call but left the home without arresting him.
They were making every effort to avoid a violent confrontation with what they could tell was an unarmed man in the nude. That is a no-win situation for them.
On Wednesday, investigators say they also discovered James had a domestic violence complaint filed against him while he was in the Army.
Well, it's now been 13 years since Pauline Diaz disappeared without a trace after leaving her job at the HEB on Southeast Military and Goliad.
As Erica Hernandez reports, her family isn't giving up in their search for answers.
Today is the 13th anniversary of the disappearance of Pauline Diaz. This is a case we've covered extensively over the past 13 years, even on Texas Crime Stories. So I want to give you a quick recap of the case. Back on December 7, 2010, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Diaz was seen on surveillance video walking out of the HEB on Southeast Military Drive and Goliad. Later, her truck was found on Highway 181 and FM 320 just down the street from her estranged husband's house, whose name was Pete Ruiz. Now, the relationship between Ruiz and Diaz had been strained, but she was officially filing for divorce. There was never enough evidence to charge Ruiz with her disappearance or anything involving the case, and it has since gone cold. But in 2018, a tip came in, and the Wilson County Sheriff's Office announced they were digging for Diaz's body on Ruiz's former property. The sign of hope, though, was quickly dashed when only a pig skull was found. But then in 2021, another tip came in, this time in Bexar County. A man called investigators to say a few years earlier he had seen a mound of dirt that may have been a shallow grave out in Elmendorf, but again, there was no evidence to help investigators there. And again, this case, while it is cold, it is one that is still being investigated on. And obviously Pauline Diaz's family wants to know where she's at and wants some sort of closure for themselves. But they were always remembering her, and we always remember her here at KSAT 12 as well, and her case. If you have any information on this case, you can call Wilson County Crime Stoppers or Bexar County Crime Stoppers. For more details, just head to ksat.com and you can see the past Texas Crime Stories episode on her case.
In other news, the murder trial of a man accused of killing a 4-year-old San Antonio boy in a drive-by shooting back in 2017 is now underway. If Quentin Phillips is convicted, he faces up to life in prison. 4-year-old Der'Ovion Whitley was playing video games with his brother when gunfire erupted at his house on Hub Street on the east side. The little boy was killed. Quentin Phillips is one of 3 people charged in this case. And during opening statements, the prosecution told the jury that Phillips was in the car involved in the deadly shooting.
He was the driver of that vehicle. Also in the car were John Chapman, Terrell Chase, and Mr. Todd Hill. An AR-15 caliber 223-556 round, single round struck Der'Ovion Whitley, sometimes called Little Earl, in the head, killing him instantly.
The state has up to 11 witnesses in the case. One of them is Der'Ovion's mom, who is expected to testify.
Happening today, the San Antonio City Council is set to vote on final approval for a CPS energy rate hike. If they give the go-ahead, the 4.25% increase to the gas and electric rates would take effect in February. And as you can imagine, some customers are not thrilled with the idea. However, it's a change CPS says is necessary.
Just like everything else is going up, except our pay.
The food, you can't even, with 2 bags, you're already paying $50.
Everybody's costs are increasing. Your own costs at home are increasing. And I think most folks reasonable enough to understand that our costs are increasing too.
If the rate hike is approved, this would be the second time in 2 years CPS will have raised its rates.
6:38, 53 degrees.
Just ahead, are you ready to up your travel game for the holidays? We're going to look at the points, perks, and pitfalls of airline credit cards.
6:42 as we approach the peak of holiday travel. When it comes to airline credit cards, there's more than meets the eye.
Did you know that booking a flight with miles or points doesn't mean it's entirely free?
Alexa Lorenzo breaks down how to make the most of every mile of your journey worthwhile.
I'm traveling maybe to North Carolina.
'Tis the season to travel. More than half of Americans are planning to travel this holiday season, with more than 7 million expected to jet off to Grandma's house. If you're one of the flyers, airline credit cards can be a game changer, offering perks like waived baggage fees, priority boarding, and a chance to collect miles for future travel. But are they worth the investment? If you're counting on your stored points for a holiday getaway, remember, it's not a completely free ride. Travelers are responsible for paying ticket taxes, fees, and surcharges despite earned travel points. If you're one of the many who accumulated plenty of airline points and miles in the first half of the pandemic, don't celebrate just yet. Travel experts caution that some airlines have deliberately raised flight ticket prices to balance out the surplus of earned points. And not all cards are created equal. NerdWallet.com released their top picks. For flexibility and point transfers, the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card comes out on top. No annual fee. Bank of America Travel Rewards credit card is best. For luxury perks, the Platinum Card from American Express. And for flat rate travel rewards, they suggest the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. Making the most of your travel benefits, I'm Alexa Lorenzo reporting.
It's now 6:43.
And from this angle, the roads look okay, but let's check back with RJ Marquez.
All right, guys. Yeah, things starting to pick up a little bit. Figured this as we get closer to our 7 o'clock hour. We have a stalled vehicle being reported right now. You see those flashing lights out there a little bit north of the San Antonio airport. So you see the flyover here, Loop 410, 281, stalled vehicle off to the side. These are the northbound lanes of 281. And hopefully we get this cleared out there as we see some emergency vehicles out there taking care of that stall. Again, one more quick look at the maps. You see it's around the San Antonio airport area. If you have to be in and around this area, just kind of keep this in mind. One other thing we're following, so got off the phone with TransGuide a little while ago. Unfortunately, there are no cameras right here in this area, but there was a reported crash here, Rigsby Avenue, US 87 there, near Pecan Valley Drive. So we'll try and get a little bit more information as we move along throughout our morning. But again, no cameras in that area, and right now TxDOT's not reporting this as well. This is being reported by our maps. And all right, this was the other thing that I was going to see right here. So this This is a crash now. It was initially a stall, but now being reported as a crash there, 37 at Fair Avenue. So I'll continue to get more details on this as we make our way throughout our Thursday morning. But that one just switched over. So we take one more look at TransGuide traffic cameras again. Biggest thing following at the moment there, this stalled vehicle 281, but traffic's still getting along pretty smooth there, guys. If you are headed out to the airport, don't use those credit cards, I guess. The moral of the story.
Or use the right one.
Exactly, use the right ones.
There you go.
Well, little surprise on our desk this morning, and this has become kind of an annual little treat for us from Rochelle Guajardo, and she does these ornaments. I think up to probably we've gotten about a dozen or more over the years.
We have a collection now. All
they are
beautiful.
little cross stitch, I believe it is, and the card in here says, "Christmas isn't about candy canes or lights all aglow. It's the hearts that we touch and the care that we show." Love that little and just, I mean,
puts you in the Christmas spirit.
And she does a lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got them. I haven't even opened my pack this year.
I like the little house too, and then of course there's a little kitty in a stocking, and poinsettia.
And it's just something that, I mean,
it's a nice little treat.
Yeah.
Nice
She actually gave them to me. I was walking into her building and
So you
she
got
saw
to
me
meet
outside.
her?
I got to meet her. Yes.
Oh, you did?
Cool.
Yes. And who got the little thing of M&Ms? Because there's a little treat in there. And I was like, this is the one.
I think Justin kept it.
Maybe.
That's my guess.
Okay.
Because Justin's the one that's like, hey, there's it for you.
But where is it? Just, again, it is just such a nice little treat. Just kind of made our day. So
Thank you, Michelle.
Appreciate that. All right, take a look outside, and this is a picture from yesterday. Beautiful sunset. Their house over there by the airport. Love that picture. Thank you so very much for that one. Nice picture here. Wow, plenty of clouds. Good looking sunrise. Obviously a few holes in the clouds there, and that's going to be the situation throughout the day. 50s all around the air. Bulverde's still at 49 degrees, but temperatures have actually been kind of creeping upward over the past couple of hours. And we're going to be keeping a lot of clouds around throughout the day, and we will continue to sort of creep upward over the course of the day. As far as temperatures, 66 at noon, and then we're going to top off at 71 later on. Again, a few little breaks in the clouds here and there, but pretty much just plenty of clouds. As you can see on the satellite picture right now, a few holes here and there. That's about it. Around the country, there's not really a heck of a lot going on. Obviously, there's this batch of snow, freezing rain up there to the northwest, but notice how it's sort of traveling northeastward, and then this batch of snow moving into the northeast part of the country is coming around. So if you kind of superimpose then the jet stream on that, and that's the way that's flowing. I'm going to show you that in a second. Humidity, it's higher this morning. It goes up throughout the day, very high tomorrow, as well as starting off on Saturday. Then the front moves through, and that's really going to pull in some dry air. Now, we are going to be warming up after that frontal passage on Saturday. It's actually been delayed a little bit as well. The dry air warms up much easily. So dry air comes in here, windy conditions, temperatures do spike a little bit, and then they're going to be really dropping off because we will have the wind dying down Saturday night, clear skies, dry air. So really cold Sunday morning, really cold Monday morning as well. Notice how the humidity tries to come back in here. Another rain chance. Get to that in a second later on next week. Back to the weather around the country, those two areas there. There was the one over there to the northwest, up around the jet stream and down to the northeast. That's kind of the track that all these systems like to follow. We do have another batch of cold air, which is going to start to work its way down to the south. This is going to pull the front through here Saturday early afternoon, and that's what's going to cool us down. And then watch how the whole jet stream sort of just lays down to the south as that colder air kind of filters in and covers most of the country going into most all of next week. So even though you don't really need jackets in the afternoon this week, next week looks like different story. 71 today, 76 tomorrow, and plenty of humidity. You're going to feel every bit of that. We stay in the mid 60s Saturday morning, and then 72 in the afternoon. Front moves through, clears out that humidity, maybe a sprinkler or two. 38 Sunday morning in town, 34. We're going to be really close to freezing Monday morning.
It's interesting that you say that. I saw my faucet covers in the garage the other day, and I looked at them and I said, I don't need you yet, but I might need them soon.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Told to
you know,
hang
this
on,
is the
right?
time, even if that's not the case, to think about plants and stuff like that
Right,
too, as
right.
we start getting some of those little freezing temperatures around here.
Okay.
We'll be ready. Thank you, Mike.
10 till 53 degrees.
And looking ahead, Trans-Siberian Orchestra coming to San Antonio this weekend. Tomorrow on GMSA, we're going to look at what it takes to put on the show.
Outside with Live Cam on your Thursday morning. And again, it is Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. And it's a good day to think about all the men and women we lost that day.
Good morning. Coming up here on GMA, we are live from Las Vegas with the latest on the story that we are all following, that deadly shooting on a college campus that left at least 3 people killed. And what parents need to know about a new lawsuit that Facebook and Instagram are facing. We're also serving up kindness this morning, shining a light on organizations and volunteers that are working overtime this holiday season to help millions of Americans in need put food on the table. We hope you'll stick with us on GMA.
From now through December 12th, you can donate a pair of new shoes or socks to the Share the Shoes campaign. It's through the organization Zapatos. You can drop off those donations at any of the 7 SAPD substations. They need shoes and socks, toddlers to adults. We have all this information on ksat.com.
Also, don't forget, San Antonio International Airport is getting into the holiday spirit by collecting toy donations for kids in our area. The airport is partnering up with Toys for Tots this year, the Marines and local businesses to gather toys for at least 4,000 kids in our community. So you can donate a toy from now until December 15th at a warehouse that's on airport property. That address is 1964 First Avenue. It's open from 9 to 5, and then families will get the gifts later this month before Christmas.
All right, it's almost 5 till, and RJ's still pretty cool and calm and collected over there.
Yeah, that's good news, right, RJ?
Yeah, guys, for the most part, of course, things starting to build up a little bit as we make our way to our 7 o'clock hour. We do have a stalled vehicle there, I-10 West at West Avenue. You see the TxDOT, the Hero truck out there. Hopefully we can get this taken care of, but again, traffic moving along pretty smooth in our area right there. One other thing to let you guys know about right now, crash being reported 37, but this is on the access road, so you can see traffic moving along here, northbound lanes there. I've seen a couple of vehicles kind of come in and out of this particular area, but for the most part, traffic moving along pretty smooth there. And fun fact, guys, I actually picked up our new Christmas tree at that Home Depot, so I'm well aware of where this Home Depot is. So hopefully everyone's okay there.
So where's the best parking space?
I like to park further out. I just do the walk.
This guy, he's smart.
He is. All right, speaking of traffic, 410 over there by the airport, and everything's moving along very well. Clouds, plenty of them, and boy, a good-looking sunrise. 52 degrees here in town. Everybody's in the 50s right now, and there's a little bit of humidity out there, so kind of that dampish cool. 71 for a high today, and the humidity continues to go up. Limited sunshine squeezing on through the clouds. Very warm and humid tomorrow. And starting off Saturday, front moves through early afternoon. Maybe a sprinkle. I kind of doubt it. And then windy, drier air, and then colder air comes on in here, close to freezing Monday morning.
18 days till Christmas, Mike.
Yes.
18.
Yeah, you're okay with this now.
Once you hit December, you can count.
Have a good day.